Ambassadors, high commissioners, senior government officials and lauded alumni attended a special banquet hosted by the University of KwaZulu-Natal to mark the celebration of 100 years of academic excellence in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. The event was held at the Durban Exhibition Centre. The Natal University College first opened its doors in 1910 with just 58 students, 49 men and 8 women, each of whom paid 3 rand to study at the institution. Today it's called the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and it is the 3rd largest tertiary institution in Africa.
Our institution has come a long way. It has grown stronger and stronger. The most recent events, of course, including the merger, and we have now one of the most powerful and strongest universities in the country and on the continent.
From humble beginnings in Pietermaritzburg in 1910, the college began operations in Durban in 1922. In 1950, the university's medical school was established and opened its doors to students in 1951. In the year 2000, Nobel Peace Prize laureate Nelson Mandela named the school the Nelson R. Mandela School of Medicine.
And UKZN became famous, or the University of Natal at the time, in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s for the medical school and what it offered to the country at a time when black students were not allowed into any other medical schools. This medical school created huge talent both in medicine and a political cohort of leaders who came through the medical school and went through SASO and became leaders of the country.
Great political luminaries like Dr. Zweli Mkhize and Professor Fatima Meer have passed through the university's doors, as well as famous actors like Leander Reddy from Isadingo and sports celebrities like Jonty Rhodes.
Many people have played different roles. We remember people like the late Steve Biko, Fatima Meer, and so many others who have selflessly fought and struggled for equality, equal education, and for greater good of humanity.
The University College for Indians, a forerunner to the University of Durban-Westville, opened in 1960. In 2004, the University of KwaZulu-Natal, UKZN, was formed, following the merger of the Universities of Natal and Durban-Westville.
A history of struggle, a history of academic excellence, a history of making a huge contribution to the country, the continent and the world.
UKZN is rated in the top 500 universities in the world and is respected as one of the top 3 universities in research output. Formal links exist with more than 260 higher education institutions around the world.
I think when the doors opened to South Africa back in the 1990s, the challenges for universities only grew quickly, but the competition, the entry into these global networks has been very challenging, and I think UKZN is very capable of meeting that challenge internationally.
Besides an evening of celebration, guests were also given an opportunity to purchase memorabilia sold on auction to raise money for the Alumni Fund, investing in the future of the alma mater and its students.
I'm inspired myself by the effort that people put into education here in South Africa.
A University of African Scholarship, and it can become the preeminent university in the African continent, catering for all. And therefore, from that kind of perspective, I want to wish them well and keep up the good work you're doing.
It's a collective effort. We all have to work together to realize the dream of our children, our youth, and so that we can create great leaders and more responsible citizens.
Congratulations, UKZN. 100 years, no easy feat for any institution, never mind an academic one with such huge challenges. Here's to 100 more.